Oh no!
No!
Hi everyone and welcome back to another Schmoedown reaction right here on Dedicated to Art. I'm of course your host, Kees Cornelis, and well, Chris is on vacation, Nico is graduating, so I have to do this, well, not entirely by myself because Irina is here, of course.
Hello.
We will be reacting to the last of the quarterfinals of the teams tournament, Shazam versus The Odd Couple. I'm honestly a little surprised that Shazam is the first one because I think The Odd Couple is the higher seeded team. But whatever, we'll see about that. So, Shazam, Odd Couple, what do you think about this match?
Well, I really want Shazam to win.
Oh.
Like, I'm not as good at analyzing who's better, who's not lately. But I really want Bibiani and Meyer to face what's the crazy team?
The Looney Bin.
The Looney Bin. There we go. I really want to. I think that would be hilarious just to see reactions.
Yes.
But I'll just be rooting for them. I don't know. I think the chances are pretty even right now for this match.
Well, I'm not sure how this match will go because this is pretty much a case of what we saw earlier in the turn: Crimson Fury versus Who's the Boss. Who's the Boss, like The Odd Couple, had their first match. They had a knockout because they were really good and they faced another team who was not that good, and that's why they knocked them out. Crimson Fury, on the other hand, had a very tough match against the Loose Cannons, and they need to answer their 5-pointers. Same for Shazam. Mm-hmm. Shazam almost lost that match. So it's very different. Like, one already had a really tough match, and the other one had a very easy match. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to be a tough match. So will the experience of the tough match help or maybe hurt? We don't know. But yeah, this has been a big year for The Odd Couple. They were team champions at one point. And considering that they were team champions, I think they're probably the favorite. So I do have The Odd Couple winning this one. But I can go see it go either way. Shazam is really good. Bibiani, he's in the team final.
If he shows up, then
he's in the singles tournament final. And Meyer has also had a hell of a year. So these are two good competitors. We'll just have to wait and see. So we're gonna press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Let's go on one ride today.
Oh
I'm
boy,
not going
this
on
again.
no go-bys. It ain't cool. And you have been afraid to go on Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, Simpsons, Despicable Me. Nobody's afraid to go on anything. I got a bad stomach, all right? I got a hold of some gnarly fish last
Actually,
night.
yeah,
No
Nico
ride.
is afraid to go on the
Stomach
Terminator
can't take
ride.
it.
Can you hold this?
I'm afraid of rides.
Oh, Miss
Period.
Lopez.
Oh.
That was you shooting the whole time?
Hey, come here.
What is she whispering?
All right. What do you say to him?
You know, Kevin, sometimes managers need coaches too.
All right, let's go on this ride, and then we find Kalinowski.
Okay.
Oh, Kalinowski's there.
Well, they've been looking for Kalinowski, but they haven't found him yet. That's the storyline.
Okay.
That they're looking for Kalinowski, but he's somewhere. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what the point is of that.
Oh, look at Snyder. Looking sharp.
Short. Very sharp.
Hello, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen,
Mark.
and welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. We are in the thick of the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament Playoff format. Ken Knapsack is joining
What are you
me.
doing?
The Pit Boss is here, live in the flesh. I can't
Oh.
believe I get to meet you, the dream of so many children around.
Never mind.
I do accept Venmo payments for this appearance with you, Mark, but I'll tell you what, I'm excited to be here today. Second round matchup. This is when tournaments start getting real. We know who's emerging as the true contenders. We
tournament
know
was
who's
already
the
pretty real in the
pretenders.
first round.
We know who's just
Was
happened
it
to be in
chaos
the
all
dance, and now
around?
they've been rejected
No.
and thrown out of the
A
party.
lot of them.
We're here.
Some.
Tournament's real.
Well,
There were some
round
KOs, there
one,
was some
but you're right, round two
TKOs,
is
yes,
where
but
the competition really
Shazam
heats
had a
up,
really
and
tough
one of the
match.
teams is so excited they have an exclamation
Crimson
point in their
Fury
darn
had a
name.
really
That would be
tough match.
Shazam versus the Odd Couple, who we know from not only their wins in the past, they're former team champions, and they've done so on the grandest stage of them all. They were at the live event in Chicago in front of 1,000 screaming fans, and Jeff Snyder famously wore a jersey way too small for himself.
Who could forget that night? And
I wish I could.
I've tried therapy, some cryotherapy. It doesn't work.
Snyder has got quite a beer belly, it seems.
And long. But here's the thing about Snyder and Andreyko, veterans of the game, former world team champions. I mean, they know what to do, and I think it's interesting to see them still going here, not in the sense of like, well, they're still going, but in the sense of like, what do they want? What do they want to accomplish? They really want to get back into that winner's circle? Without a doubt, I think they're here today to prove that they do want to do that.
Yeah, and with this whole
Wonder how many
situation
people will
now,
get a perfect
because the
round.
landscape of teams going into next season is so unclear. It's so murky. You
I bet
really
it's
want to
2.
get a win, not just today, but
Because
you
I
want to win this
believe
whole
that all of them
tournament
have
to
had
solidify
a
the fact
perfect
they can
round.
I think
continue to
so.
compete together, because
But I'm gonna
I
go
enjoy
with
the
2.
Odd Couples chemistry.
Yeah.
I'm really liking what's happening with Bibiani
Yeah,
and
the only one I'm
the
not
child,
100% sure on is
Brendan Meyer.
Andreyko,
Brendan
but
Meyer,
it's the one I'm
they're really
forgetting.
fun
But
to watch at Shazam. They
we know
complement
that
each other
Snyder
well.
finally got
he
one,
was a
because
odd
that
pairing,
happened.
no pun intended.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
That was a
Odd
big
pairing
thing.
when it first started out. But then the more you watch
Yeah,
them, it makes
Bibbs and
a
Meyer
lot of
several
sense.
times,
And as
actually.
part of, Bibiani's, he came into the Schmoedown, he was a heel, he was a monster, and that just wasn't him deep down. And to have him united with this bright soul in our Schmoedown universe.
Should be a
as a
high
kid,
scoring
it's
round
been
one
fun to
either
watch.
way.
That's right. Well, we had a pre-interview
I
with
expect a high scoring
each
match.
team. Take a look
Yeah.
at what they had
5
to say.
pointers
right before the
definitely answered.
Should be.
And your winner, Shazam! Moving on!
There's
That
still
was
a
a
part of me that
tough
believes I'm still
match.
standing there on that stage waiting for them to answer.
By way of
Ugh,
Oh,
that was
We've never
wow.
had that happen.
that was
That
a
was-
historic match, but not for a
That's
very
not
good
fair. It's not
reason.
fair. I mean, the Odd Couple just
It was
played really
historic,
well.
but it
Shazam
was
lives
so
to see
awkward
another
to react to
day,
that.
and your next opponent will be the Odd Couple. Thoughts?
We'll be fine.
Okay.
Bibiani, you haven't heard from me in a while, and that's because I blocked you on
A
Twitter.
little
okay?
Star Wars
But
shirt.
Brendan Meyer, he's a nice kid, all right? But he
I
was in the
didn't
OA.
really
He's
recognize
about
him,
to
though.
get canceled for a second time today, all right? You can be my guest to this ass whooping we're about to put on you.
They're probably still really mad at me because all those times I beat Andreyko and that time I beat Jeff Snyder so hard he gave up the will to talk.
Yeah, Snyder.
Oh, I remember that
Snyder
one.
gave up on that match.
Oh,
Ready.
yeah, that was.
I have been eager, and I have been licking my chops
Oh.
to avenge my loss to you.
Oh,
And Draco is wearing a green shirt,
Yeah.
and that's why his head is just floating.
Now that I can check off winning
Yeah.
the belt, if I check off this, I will achieve
Yeah,
everything
it happened
I
the same
want.
with the
Winning
Wildberries when
Bibiani,
Makuga was wearing the
to taste that
green
salted
ass
caramel ice
shirt.
cream on a hot day.
The Odd Couple were team
Guys,
champions
take
for,
notes.
you
Do
know,
not put on a green
However,
shirt when you
I
know that
feel
you're going to
really,
stand in
really
front of a
good.
I've
green
been champion
screen.
before in singles. I've had a team's championship match against the Shire
You
Wolves.
played great, both you and Whitney.
Look, we were the first team to defeat
Ah,
the Shire Wolves.
that
If
was-
we can do that, fighting Bibiani and Pinocchio, who wants to be a real boy, is not going to be a big deal.
They've already won the belts. Come on, they got it. They know what they feel like.
I just don't like him. There's something about that guy. He's easy to root against, and my guys are easy to root for. I'm sorry to the kid because he got caught in the crossfire. He seems
Easy
like a
to
nice
root against
guy, but
Bibiani?
chose
The
Bibbs as
biggest
his mentor.
sweetheart?
I have a feeling that Shazam
Really?
is going to be just like the movie, mediocre.
We think you're great, but
Did he just say that?
I don't
Shazam
think you're
was
ready
mediocre?
for the even couple. That's us.
Shazam was fun. I liked it. Probably the best DC movie. At least one. Not that that is a very high standard, but yeah.
Well, look at that. I mean, just as happy-go-lucky as ever is Bibiani and the kid. He is all of 11 years old, but he's just got so much cinema inside that brain of his. And the Odd Couple, they make me laugh as well.
Meyer
But
is
we know
actually
that
slightly
they're
older
really
than
focused
us,
on
so-
today's match. They are not going to be taking Shazam lightly.
He just has a baby face and he's called the kid, so that's
And we
why.
just watched the guest with him.
Yeah,
which was fine.
Going on
Yeah.
He was good in it.
Absolutely.
I wish
They are fun to watch. They're
I honestly
exciting
wish that
as
he
the
had
Bubblegum
done
Shrimp
more in
gift
that
shop.
movie
They are just
because he
great.
was a good
I'll tell you
character,
that.
but and he acted
you know,
well.
Odd
Yeah,
Couple.
I don't
I
know.
just love watching it. And Draco actually scared me for years when I booked that other show. He was a terrifying competitor. You know, he's just so fierce. And
Focus, locked in.
Focus. Yeah.
Fun guy to have a beer with.
Oh,
But
wait,
when you
no.
get across
He's
the
slightly
table
younger
to
than
the
us.
Schmoedown desk, he's going to let you know he's probably going to beat you. And it's going to be a fun matchup here when you look
He's
at
from
the tail
October
of the tape
'94 and
can,
I'm from
and you see
December
Shazam.
'90.
Obviously, we know that Brendan the Kid Meyer, he strikes me as a modern classics kind of guy.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
you can only watch so many
Modern
movies
classics,
at such
classics,
a young age.
Oscar,
So
okay.
he's probably back to the 1987s,
strengths.
if that. And with William Bibiani, he goes way back. He can do classics.
Okay, Snyder's
and
in the
they've
match.
also
Give me
very good
Fincher.
Oscar movies.
Yeah, that would be
It's an odd
nice.
couple. You have a
Or
Margaret
thriller.
Of course.
Fitting into-
Very
yeah.
good horror thriller
Oh,
knowledge,
You don't
complemented
fit
by
in a
Jack
shirt
Snyder's
that's too
knowledge
small.
of
That's kind of the point. You
and
don't
they
fit.
combine to have
just
a
me?
live performance unlike any other, which we saw in Chicago.
Absolutely. They are the
Yeah, well.
Loggins and Messina of the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
That's a deep reference.
Absolutely.
I like Kenny Loggins solo, but that's neither here nor there. We're
Right.
about ready to get going, Ken. Are you prepared for this round 2 match?
Mr. Mark Ellis, whose shows can be found at markellislive.net. I am ready.
Then it's time to Schmoedown.
It's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
To Schmoedown.
Ellis,
Handling the introduction
this is why you have Harloff say
the
those things, or at least
gravelly
have Ken
voice
say those
sound
things.
Of the Portland Pickles minor league baseball team, Ken Knapsack.
All right, come on down. Second inning, everyone gets a free pickle. Here you go. Introducing first with a record of 2 wins.
Best thing in that too.
And
Double 2.
0 defeats, 1 knockout. One is a former movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, William the Beast Bibiani, and Brendan the Kid Meyer. This is Shazam!
I can't remember this scene. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Hey, everybody. We are here for a day of wonderful Schmoedown commentating. I'm William the Beast Bibiani.
And I'm Brendan, the Kid Meyer.
And we are here, yes, thank you.
Thank you.
We are here
Thank you.
to talk about 2 great commentators who will be commentating this match. Ken, I don't know his nickname, Knapsack, and Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. And are there better commentators in this league?
2 great commentators. They've commentated together before.
Many
Few
a
times.
time.
You know, one sometimes has been a little better than the other, but for the most part, they have been pretty even. So this should be a really interesting color commentary.
That's right.
Even,
They tend
get
to ask
it.
the same number of questions.
Yeah.
They tend to banter.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot of banter today. We're going to see some flubs, probably from Ken.
Yeah,
It's
it's
going to
true.
be
It's true.
one
It's
hell
true.
of a commentating
Maybe a
match.
mispronunciation or 2.
Oh, more than 2. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
if
yeah.
you've seen the various recent
God,
ones,
this is so meta.
Maybe
It's
even
funny.
a comedy show plug somewhere across this great
I think it's
state.
almost
Yeah.
guaranteed we're going to
Yeah,
have a comedy show
yeah.
plug.
Yeah.
But let's go to the tale
MarkEllisLife.com, we
of the
know.
tape.
Yes.
Ken Knapsack. His strengths include Star Wars, writing about Star Wars, and commentating on matches with members of his own faction playing, and that's somehow being okay.
That's okay.
And Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. Strengths include vegetable-inspired nicknames, doing comedy shows all across the country, and making people laugh just by the mere mention of the word comic.
God.
Hey, it works.
That's cool.
All right.
Wow.
So, everybody, we're
Yeah,
very excited to get started
they have
here
a little bit of
today.
an easy
Let's
crowd.
get ready to
No,
commentate. And Shazam!
And we're back. We're,
Okay.
I don't know if you
My
just
God.
that was probably the longest entrance.
That's something I said?
I love it. I don't
Yeah,
mind.
no, yeah.
But I was also with Peace.
Yeah.
And,
No, it's
I
funny
think
how
we're
they
back.
still manage to
Like
every
a
single
light at the end of the
time
tunnel that it
up
turns to
their
sacrifice. It was weird.
entrance game, or at least do something
Is that what
different
Bibiani
compared to the
and the
last
Kid
one
Live
because
for
they've
9
done so
years?
many things
All
already.
right. Well, we're here.
All right, well, on with the match.
And their opponents with a record of 6 wins and 2 defeats, 2 KOs.
Music.
Led to the ring by their manager, Roxy Stryer. They are the former Schmoedown team champions of the world, Jeff the Snyder, and Mark the Android and Draco the couple.
Yeah. Oh, he's not sharp. What the hell are you wearing, Snyder?
Please tell me he's not going to do squats right now.
What's going on here?
I was so excited about him being in his suit.
God, that outfit.
That's great.
No.
Oh my
It's
God.
sitting
give it an
on
F.
stairs. Somebody took weeks to learn that. I know how hard that is.
I thought it was really sexy.
Oh my God.
I also thought it was really sexy, and thank you.
I did not.
Thank you for. I just want to say thank you for everyone in the audience. Thank you for everyone at home. Thank you for future generations.
And as I would like to say now, I'm now straight.
I just wanted to prove I don't need pants to beat you, Bibiana.
Oh my God.
Wow, I was gotta tell you.
I did not have no pants in my Jeff Snyder entrance.
Oh,
That was
dear.
never
What
what
it takes for you to beat me. We haven't found out yet.
A lot of banter going on with the gentleman up there,
Yeah.
caused by Jeff Snyder's pantsless intro. Thank you for that, Jeff. We are kicking off with round number 1, gentlemen. This is the format, so the winning team will advance to round number 3. The loser.
I hope
as
he's
far as
not the
team
one who
goes,
comes out to
goes
spin the
home
wheel.
To your various livable situations. In round number
There's a
1,
possibility of that.
you're hearing
Actually.
questions. These questions are asked to the field.
No.
These questions for the point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1.
Yeah, I
So
think
we ask
we're
the
gonna
question,
look
write
bad.
down your best
You might do well,
answer,
but
what
I
you
think I'm gonna look bad in this one.
You know how up and down I am.
Please show you wrote on
Ah.
the whiteboard to your camera at the same time you verbalize your answer.
Look, you've had a perfect round on camera with bonus questions.
But this is an individual exercise in round number 1.
I haven't had that yet. Because Southcom was 7, which was in a title match.
What about
actually.
Energeekdom?
Oh, and a geek, but that's different. I'm talking about
We have
singles.
different strengths.
No, that's true.
Be good at what you're good at.
I've had perfect rounds in Geekdom and Star Wars, but yeah, that's where my strengths lie. But in terms of teams and singles, yeah, 7 points, which I'm so proud
Well,
of
wait
that
a second. I
got
did
that
want
in
to bring a
title
little
match.
snack pack for the kid in case he gets a little hungry during this match. I packed out. There's crackers,
Is there an
peanut butter.
we need an EpiPen if there's peanut butter in there.
Because you were not wearing
Lord.
pants, I hesitate to ask where that snack pack emerged from.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to know.
Brendan
Where were you?
Myers,
Think about it.
Jeff's,
Where were you hiding
undergarment
that?
snack
Nowhere?
pack. Are you ready to go?
Deadpool?
I am.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff Snyder. Unless you have Jello pudding cups hidden somewhere.
Hey, read the shirt, Ellis. Read the shirt.
I saw the shirt.
Oh, that's a Knives Out reference.
Eat shit.
I got something
Eat
for
shit.
Jeff.
You definitely eat shit.
I'm just kidding. It's actually,
goodness.
I was over my pants. I'm not a jerk.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Let's Schmoedown.
Gonna
Yes,
have our
right.
hands full keeping this suit clean, Ken.
Oh, don't peek because
Jeff reminds me of the kind of people
Okay.
I'd ask to leave an RV
I'll,
from a Walmart
close.
lot at 3 in the morning. I can't even get out of my brain there. So
even though you're probably
I'm
gonna know more than me.
tormented.
Visceral images.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna
All
look
right.
away.
Question 1 comes in the category of comedies.
Kicking off with the
They don't do it for me like they do it for you. All right.
Mark ask it.
What 1979 comedy was directed by Carl Reiner and stars Steve Martin?
I like kicking off.
No.
Oh.
Nice jovial way to get the
Yeah,
match.
absolutely. That's a good way to start.
Out of my wheelhouse.
Late from those entrances.
Yeah, and clean that chair that Jeff's sitting in. It's 5,
You have to have that
4,
big steam.
3,
Maybe just burned.
2, 1. Pens are down.
The
Look around the
jerk.
with Andraco.
The jerk.
That's right.
Huh? Well done.
That's right.
Should I keep score?
Yeah.
Okay, he does it.
He hates the cans. Get away from the cans. It's the jerk.
Jerk.
These
That's
Right,
right.
everyone
competitors
has.
have all found their purpose. All right, we move on to the world of animated movies. These are movies drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question for a point. Who voices the title character in the 2010 hit film Megamind? Saw that one in the theater. That was peak Schmoes No Review.
Oh, yeah. That's when we were
Seeing
figuring it out.
everything. Paying for one movie, seeing 3 in a day.
I haven't seen this movie.
Four,
I just straight up don't know.
3,
No.
2, 1. The tactics that empires are
Hope
built
it's
on.
not
Brendan
Sequel.
Meyer.
Will Ferrell?
That's correct.
No.
Oh.
Also put Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done
Will
that.
Ferrell.
And Mark
I
Andreyko.
think I kind of knew.
No, okay.
Oh, he did say
Shazam
Steve
draws
Carell.
first blood over the odd
Okay,
couple.
so
But that's
It is
Despicable Me.
question
He
3.
was his
Question
crew.
3
Yeah,
in
he's
the
Groot, yeah.
category of
So-
dramas. Amadeus is the middle name of what famous composer whose life is chronicled in 1984's Amadeus?
Just need a. Yeah.
Music
Just
history
need the one
question?
name. Yeah.
Just need the one name. Okay.
Once you
Yeah.
get
You
to
said
a
just
certain.
the last name is all right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
To get
5.
to a certain point,
4.
you know.
3.
Yeah,
2,
I was thinking about the first
1.
name too.
Yeah.
Wolfgang Mozart.
Down, look at the answer from Jeff.
It's Wolfgang Amadeus
It is
Mozart.
Wolfgang.
Well,
Yeah, but
okay. That's going to be a big no.
This is the first movie I ever saw in theaters. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Did Andrejko have it? He did,
He
and he put a
did.
musical note.
All right.
He killed Mozart.
My bad.
Oh, the odd couple missed again?
All right.
Oh, I think Snyder
Mozart.
missed.
Snyder
All right,
missed.
roll over, Beethoven.
So
Okay,
Andrejko
so
and Snyder missed.
yeah, so
The
only
next
Dibs and
question
Meyer
in
are
the
still
world of
perfect.
family film.
That's
Your
important.
question for a point: who plays absent-minded Professor Philip Brainard in the 1997 film Flubber? Do you have a favorite composer? You're
Yes.
gonna say John Williams?
No, Taylor Swift. So I think.
Okay.
Oh.
Just multi.
They kind of just said his last name.
It's very
3, 2, and 1.
Robin
Robin
Williams.
Williams.
With William the Beast Bibiani.
That would be the dearly departed Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, indeed. All right.
Robin Williams.
We got a lead.
Robin Williams.
and Snyder all have Robin Williams.
And sweet. We do have, going to the 5th question, we do have some perfect rounds in play here, right? Yeah.
Can't put me in your spaceship and blast me off to our next category.
All right, because it's fantasy sci-fi.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I get it.
Did they
How'd that go?
did they sing? Yeah, Star Trek.
Oh.
What sci-fi franchise features characters
Yay.
like Cornelius, Zira, and Caesar?
F, Mary, kill. Go.
Kill most of them.
Oh God, that's
Marry my Cindy
awesome.
Crawford Pepsi poster.
Okay, that's clearly not one of the options.
3, 2, 1. Pencil down. Mark.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
I bet that poster looks laminated.
Love the original, love the new ones.
But
Don't
we'll
much
let
care
it
for any
fly
of the
'cause
other
it's funny.
movies.
Planet of the Apes.
Well
Yes,
done,
sir.
Draco.
Planet of the Apes.
You got it.
That's right.
Planet of the Apes.
You got it.
Blew it up, didn't you? Planet of the Apes.
10 to 8.
Wow.
10
That was a
to 8.
performance.
Stretch your
Who's,
filthy paws off me.
Yeah. Are we keeping track of who's perfect?
We are keeping track of
Okay.
who's perfect
Myron
because
Biggs.
as of right now,
I'm not. Yeah.
I believe it is William Bibiani and it is the kid who are still perfect.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Shazam
Very much
was
so.
perfect.
We move on to the world of the 80s movies. You see, Brendan, in the time before time, there was the 1980s.
I've heard tell of this.
And your question, in what 1985 film do a group of senior citizens find new life after swimming in a pool with pods containing alien life forms? Ken, I'd like to go to that health club.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gonna try this cryotherapy thing with me?
I have
Yeah,
no
I'm gonna
clue.
do it. You're gonna make me
Fantastic.
We're gonna get in some jock shorts and do it. 5,
Fantastic.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pencil down. Looking for answers. Starting with the kid.
Cocoon.
That's right.
Fun fact: most of the senior citizens in that movie were younger than Tom Cruise is now. That's Cocoon.
That is nuts. Does Mark Andrejko have Cocoon?
I would argue most of them. There were a couple, but Cocoon.
He's got it.
There you go.
It is 12 to 10 Shazam. One blemish on each of the odd couple's resume. Otherwise, we would have perfect games across the board. As it stands, we have 2 questions left. Ken, what is the penultimate category?
We've got question 7. The category is horror/thriller. Slash thriller. Excuse me.
Don't much care for the horror, but thrillers.
2015 horror film stars Anya Taylor-Joy. Was directed by Robert Eggers.
Oh, I believe it's 2016, by the way.
You nailed it. You
Okay.
nailed it. I was going to get your take on the haunted hayride that you recently.
I don't know.
This was 2016, early 2016. Might have had
Probably came out the festival.
Yeah, festival stuff.
1, you should see me in the morning
Witch.
after. All right, looking for answers, starting with Jeff.
The Witch.
That is correct.
That is The Witch.
That's correct.
The Witch.
And Draco.
The Witch.
We got a witch.
Oh, you don't.
A witch.
Would
I don't do that.
like to live deliciously.
It confuses
All
me.
right, so it is still a perfect
1,
round
2,
for
3,
each
4,
participant
5.
Confuses
who
me.
is playing under the name Shazam.
Yeah.
If
Oh, it's
they can get
it's
this last
easier
question right,
to
they'll
have
ask the
that
bonus
if you
question.
have
To them
a
and only
long.
them, we go to the
Shut
category of
up. Not that one.
action/adventure.
No, this
And
is
your
just a
question
question.
is,
So
who plays the insurance salesman/ex-cop caught up in a criminal conspiracy during his daily commute home in the 2018 film The Commuter?
See, that's the problem. I live 5 minutes from the studio. I don't.
yeah, I've seen the trailer to this like way too many
But it's
times.
terrible.
Technically are an ex-cop.
I've heard it's fine.
No, not at all. No.
You have
I
him?
think it's
Well,
Draco.
that's
You
a
have
different
pepper
story.
spray?
5, 4,
I don't know.
3, 2, 1. You talk about my first
Liam Neeson.
marriage.
Liam Neeson.
Looking for answers starting with William the Beast.
Liam Neeson.
That's correct.
Perfect round.
Jackie Chan.
Oh,
Whoa.
we got perfect.
Oh, 2 perfect rounds. Oh, we can actually play along with perfect rounds.
But pretty damn good. I'm 6, you're 5.
Yeah.
So it's 16 great.
So that would mean we would have 11. Oh, that's not like we would be able to catch up with the Odd Couple. Shazam would be a bigger gap.
So gentlemen, write down your because
Yeah, I'm always a little daunted with Odd Couple matches because they have like they usually include more strengths of the players playing in round 1.
Animated film series features 2 lead characters by the names of Bernard and Bianca.
Writing down, and the Odd Couple can wait.
Yeah, I don't know.
Number 2, and the wheel to emerge.
Started somewhere and ended different. 5,
Only 2
4,
films, but whatever.
3, 2, 1. Pens are down.
The Rescuers.
I don't think I have it. The Rescuers?
You do have it.
Should have guessed.
I also have it. The Rescuers.
It's easy because there are not a lot of Disney sequels, and The Rescuers is one of the famous ones that actually.
I thought about the Rescuers, but I don't know.
The wheel of justice on the wheel. The teams are going to see 10 different movie
So with the bonus question, we're tied.
10 different corners of the
But
Schmoedown
I
galaxy.
can't answer the bonus question if I don't get a perfect
Doesn't
answer.
Questions because this is the team
Ow.
format. Each and every question is worth 2
Doesn't matter.
points.
Just
And
be
the
happy.
teams may confirm
But
their
wow,
numbers
actually
or
Shazam
correct.
both got a perfect round.
They're
That's lethal.
and answered.
We'll give you 4
Yeah,
options,
so
1 is the correct answer.
5
If you
points
answer the
ahead
question
after
off
the
bat,
first
get 2
round. That's
points. If
big
you answer
already.
with the help of multiple choice, the value of the question is 1
Odd
point.
Couple
Keep in
needs a
mind,
big
teams,
round.
there is stealing available in round number 2.
And also needs a little bit of luck in terms of what Shazam gets.
The Odd Couple giving
Which
the
is
boys
pretty good with
advice.
lots.
The Odd Couple sits in the
This is
higher ranked
interesting.
chair, Ken, but it's been
If they get
Shazam
Festival
today.
Darlings,
With 2 perfect
it's
round
there.
ones, you may decide if you'd like to spin.
Poor Bibbs.
I think
He was
they-
the first one to get that.
Yeah.
The Odd Couple go first.
Here they come. Oh, please
Ah,
don't
of
let
course.
Snyder spin.
Oh,
Enrico.
no. House shoes.
Covering.
Guys, there needs to be a sensor bar.
Yeah.
Like
From the wheel, not
Okay,
the
what do-
peg.
Oh,
Okay,
There
I
he
didn't even
goes.
get to look at it.
This is the
Showing his wares.
the worst grinder profile pick
Little
ever.
Raleigh, turn. Teach us a lesson that we should.
And round and round it goes. I would say deservedly
Dance.
would be opponent's choice, but it's going to pass
That's the
that
con.
into the
Scarjo.
Johansson.
Okay.
Every publicist nightmare, Scarlett Johansson.
They're gonna do it.
We'll take it.
Okay, let's
Okay.
do it.
She just signed to play.
Now you like that because of the round counts.
She has been in.
That's tough but fair.
And I've seen her
Actual fact.
Woody Allen
We'll
movies,
check
so
just
that
on
helps
Twitter
also.
feed and
That
There-
see if that actually
I've seen 3.
Ken Knapsack will be
I'm just hoping
administering
for an
your
Avengers
6
question or
questions
something.
in the world of Miss Johansson.
ScarJo, 6 questions coming your way. First question in: who plays Professor Norman in Luc Besson's Lucy?
I haven't seen that one.
Throw in my gel pen.
Morgan Freeman.
That's correct for 2 points.
They're off and running. You got to get the lead back before you let Shazam.
Yeah, I
spin that
just
wheel.
hope that the
All right.
Odd Couple does well. Just
Scarlett
to make it a closer
Johansson, for whom
match.
this category is named, finds herself in a troubled relationship.
Gordon Joseph Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I'm sorry.
JGL.
Yes, and he directed the thing and wrote
Joseph
it.
Gordon-Levitt.
That's correct for 2 more points.
Gordon.
We just talked about him yesterday.
And today.
And today.
What type of animal did Scarlett Johansson voice in the
I think it's a pig, yeah.
2016 animated film Sing?
You walked out of that.
Yes, I did, because that movie sucked.
Yeah.
Deep cuts now.
Deep cuts indeed. These are some B-sides for the singles here.
Mostly also because
Recorded to
like,
Mountains with Pete Yorn.
it wasn't
3,
multiple choice.
2. All right. A, porcupine. B, elephant. C,
Yeah.
pig. D,
Pig.
rabbit.
stick with pig.
Mm-hmm.
No, like 2016 was a big year for anime.
That's incorrect.
Oh.
A, porcupine. B, elephant. C,
I haven't seen it,
pig.
but-
D, rabbit.
Elephant then?
Yes. How about a rabbit?
Incorrect. How about a porcupine?
Oh, darn. Too bad.
Now, but
How
2016,
about no?
2016 was a big year for animal
got,
movies,
3 out of
but
6,
most
so
of
now we're gonna
most
go
of
to
those
this question.
movies actually had a reason
Scarlett
for the characters to
Johansson
be
played
animals.
Mary
Sing did
Boleyn
not.
In The Other Boleyn Girl, who
Natalie
played her
Portman?
sister, Anne.
Natalie
Yes.
Portman.
Natalie Portman.
That's correct for 2 points.
All right.
Who was the other Berlin girl? I guess that was
Yeah.
the other Berlin girl.
I think Mary was the other one.
They can get to 23, so please let them get to 23
coming in
because
here. How many that we've got? That was 4. We're looking for
4.
5.
We got 2 more left.
All right, here we go. How many Academy Awards has Scarlett Johansson been nominated for in her entire career?
1.
Yeah, I think just Lost in Translation.
You gotta think. You gotta run some numbers.
Just 1.
You gotta crunch it.
I'm gonna go with 0.
That's correct.
Oh,
Hey,
0.
look at that.
Oh, she was nominated for a Golden
Three
Globe.
coming from Ken
Not
Knapsack.
Academy
The old
Awards. Yeah.
curveball.
All right, absolutely.
Maybe she'll be nominated for a Marriage
Final
Story.
question in
Maybe.
the Scarlett
possible.
Johansson
Seems
round.
good.
Which Scarlett Johansson film shares its title
Girl with
with
the
both
pearl
a
earring.
novel and a famous painting?
I was thinking about this movie when they asked about the other Berlin girl.
The girl with the pearl earring.
Yeah.
That is correct for 2 more points.
Okay, so
That is
23.
a
Only
You
5.
said the girl with the pearl earring. It's
No, he said A.
Hold on,
Did you say
judges,
the
what did he
girl
say?
with the pearl?
So what?
You,
What
if
did
you
he
said
say?
it's wrong. I think.
No,
Okay.
because it has more.
No, no,
but
It
you
has
said
a lot of
before,
words
or
in
is
the
that they
title.
let you add
The answer I heard was the girl with the pearl earring.
Yeah,
Okay, we
yes,
challenge
we
that
challenge
because
that.
it's
Yeah.
the pearl earring.
It doesn't matter. There are too many words for.
But the doesn't matter.
Nope.
No,
All
it
right,
does
the
matter.
challenge
It matters in
is
the middle
let
of the
me-
title.
Well,
We'll
the and
be right back
there's a
with our
difference,
decision.
so let's see what they
If it
do.
was a one-word title and it needed a the or an then sure.
No, then it, yeah, that
We
definitely
are
is
back,
good.
and after consulting with the judges, I believe the challenge, Ken, was about the second the girl with a pearl earring, the pearl earring. I heard a pearl earring, and so that we don't have the luxury of playing
A
back live
girl
in the
with
studio,
a pearl
so the 2
earring.
points will be awarded to the odd couple,
Yeah.
as was originally given.
I'm sorry.
So there's no
Yeah,
the
23
at the beginning.
It doesn't matter.
There's no
And,
the
you know,
for
that's the
earring,
game
and they
to
say
Shazam,
the
but now
girl
it's time
with
for them
the
to step
pearl
up to the
earring.
wheel
So
and
in
give
that
the
case,
spin
yeah, it is
5
incorrect.
points.
I don't-
is the
I
hole they
disagree.
find themselves in now. Shazam, the spin is yours.
Yeah.
From the
You roll.
wheel,
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
not the
all right.
pegs.
Sorry, guys.
Biggs is gonna go.
All right. Here we
Well,
go.
they lost the challenge.
I see
They
the man
did,
for the
but I
odd
don't
couple.
think
Roxy
that will
Strong
bite him.
positioned like a panther ready to
I don't.
strike.
Yeah. It's,
They get dance.
not a curse like she's in that episode.
Viviani also has his claws out. Interesting
There's a
choice.
lot of things happening here.
It's
Oh,
careening
oh,
towards
oh,
opponent's
oh,
choice, Ken. This
no.
would not be good news
No.
for Shazam.
Yeah, this is what needs to happen
Bummer.
for the odd couple to have a chance.
Okay, so now the
But
odd couple,
what will they give them?
has
Because
to
what?
deliberate
No, they
Dance?
chose way worse
Who
than
chose
that.
dance?
Yeah.
will place
didn't wanna get
that
started.
wheel.
Comedy? No.
Which
Maya
category
probably
do you want to make that
comedy.
answer question?
That's the key. That's
Look,
the
Myron
It's a very
gets a
tough
very good
question to
overall,
ask,
so it's
unfortunately,
difficult
we're
to
gonna need an
choose
answer.
something
5,
against them.
4.
Let's do
3,
dance and ask about Magic
2,
Mike.
Dance.
itself.
Dance.
Yeah, of course.
Dance movies it
Do you need to
is.
move the wheel to it, or is it fine?
Dance movies.
Do you want to do it? I can do it.
Rock,
This is gonna be awful.
Dance movies
All
it
right.
is.
Let's do that.
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Dance movies.
This
it is.
again? Oh, we're very
All
dark
right.
now.
Shazam. For 2 points. In the world of dance. Your question. In the film Bring It
Sorry.
On, also known as The Bring It The On,
Okay.
what class does Torrance agree to take in order to appease her mother?
I don't know.
Just keep going. Just try and fix his life.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, women in film, B, physics, C, advanced chemistry, or D, AP English?
Physics. Nope. What?
B.
5.
You said B?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. For a 1-point steal, is it A, women in film, B, physics, C, advanced chemistry, D, AP English?
Yeah. That's a solution. Sorry, guys, for that. My light just stopped working.
English?
That is also incorrect. Looking for advanced chemistry. Advanced
No.
chemistry.
Don't remember
Point
that at
values
all.
changed
No.
to a 5-point
In the
game in
movie.
favor of the odd
Oh,
couple.
to
Your
be
next
fair, we've
question.
only seen it once and we were
For
drinking.
2
So.
points,
I've seen
gentlemen.
it.
This actress
Oh.
played the
Hi,
journalist
Michael, if you're
Nikki
watching.
in the 2010 film Burlesque.
Christina Aguilera. No. She's not an actress. Okay.
Kristen Bell.
2 points.
Okay.
Well done.
And Shazam is within 3.
Here, it's a good
All right.
movie. So.
No.
Your next query. This 1985 film about a girl whose dream is to be on a TV show called
Nope.
Dance TV starred Sarah Jessica Parker and Helen Hunt.
I feel like they should know it.
Beeps. Bibs should.
That's for the multiple choice.
5, 4,
Yeah.
3.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Fame, B, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, C, White Nights, or D, Dirty Dancing?
White Knights.
Yeah.
Girls just want to have fun.
Oh.
They really do.
Okay.
They really do.
You know it wasn't A or D.
All right, that's a point, and that pulls them to within 2 of the odd couple with 2 questions remaining. Your penultimate question in the world of dance movies. What is the name of the sequel to Saturday Night Fever?
Saturday Night
Staying
Lights.
alive.
Oh.
2
Really?
points.
Oh, never mind.
That is correct.
Correct.
All right.
It was a pure guess what I
second
threw
movie I
out.
saw.
You're gonna be singing it with.
Okay.
Finola Hughes.
Yes.
Okay,
Finola
well,
Hughes.
Shazam is
All right,
surviving
gentlemen,
so far.
in the world of dance films, this is your last question. This is your second to last question.
No.
Yeah, I was
Penultimate
thinking
question.
penultimate.
Oh, is it? Oh,
This is your real penultimate.
Okay.
but
In the film,
We have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
In the film.
Okay.
in the film Hairspray, what is the name of the TV show that Tracy?
Wow.
I really don't know dance movies well.
No.
I don't watch them.
Well,
to be
unless for
honest.
Magic Mike, but
Uh,
that would be the
Second
only one.
one.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
5,
it's the first one, isn't it?
3.
Let's do multiple.
let's just do multiple to be safe.
All right. Is it A, Soul Train, B, Dance Baltimore Dance, C, Dance TV, or D, The Corny Collins Show?
B.
The Corny Collins show.
It is The
Oh.
Corny
Should've
Collins
trusted our
Show.
fellas.
No, no.
Well?
No.
I know that John Travolta wears fat
Sounds
suit
like a
and
hit
plays a
dance
lady
TV
in
show
it.
in Canada.
That's it.
He does,
The kid may have
and
had
he's
the
married
answer,
to
but
Christopher Walken.
they weren't sure about it there, and they went to 1 point. But I think that's always smart.
Should we drink and watch?
Probably.
And we have one more question that remains in round of number 2. In the world of dance movies, gentlemen, name the actress that played the role of Ariel in the 2011 remake of Footloose.
Julianne Hough? No.
You said.
Julianne Hough.
2 points.
Well done.
Got one. I got one.
All right, so
26 to 23.
the
They
lead is a
replayed
little
the lead
bit
over a very
less
impressive
because it
round
was
two
5
for the odd
points.
couple.
Now it's
Yes.
3
And now
points.
It is a
But
3-point match
Shazam
going
is still.
into round number 3, Ken.
All right,
Shazam
Everyone
could
but
technically
Kruger
break
went
the points
dance
record.
off with Julianne Hough,
I
her brother,
do.
and
Yeah.
Marty
If
there.
they
Very
get all
good.
of them correct.
Night for a lot of good
And
and a
if they
lot
get
of bad
pushed
reasons.
to do that.
Yeah,
We move
so
on to
odd
round
couple,
number
please answer all of your
3. In
questions,
this round,
and
the
then
teams are
Shazam
gonna
do
give
the
us
same thing.
each
Then we
3
have a
numbers.
points
These
record.
numbers correspond to a different corner of movie trivia Schmoedown.
We predicted a
No
high-scoring
count.
match. We got it.
It is the team format. So once you give us a number,
Considering they
we'll
got
tell you
a
what the
category,
category
they
that question is.
opposite
At that point, the
opponent's
team
choice.
must
Yeah.
decide
They
which
don't-
Oh,
member
there it
will
is again.
answer that question.
What is it
One
with this
team
light?
members individually
Second time
must
this has
answer
happened
the
during
2-point
the
question.
It's not gonna happen
The
anymore.
opposite team member will then be
We'll
forced
have
to answer the 3
spare
questions
light.
individually. You may only
Yeah.
confer with your teammate on the
Oh,
5
well, like the Christmas tree.
question. Should we make it that far? There's no stealing
Yeah.
nor loss of points available in round number 3. So Shazam, you are the low-ranked competitor, but it's round 2. Anything can happen. Y'all have the lead by 3, so you can give us your numbers first. From 1 to 20, what feels lucky?
1, 9, and 4.
1,
1,
9, and 4. Ken, they stayed within 10.
They're good numbers.
Odd
Where did
couple.
that come from?
You give a number.
What was your first one?
1.
2, 6, and 12.
2,
All right.
6.
All right.
1 and 2.
Well,
Okay.
Roxy likes those numbers.
It's a really enthusiastic Sesame Street
The
episode.
category of
Yeah,
dance.
numbers.
All
All
right.
right, well, Ken Knapsack is going to be administering
The
the questions
irony.
to the odd couple. I'll
Let
be
it just
handling
be
the
Magic
Shazam
Mike.
duties, but Ken, the odd couple has some ground to make up.
Absolutely. We got a 2-point question.
That's the
You
better
chose
Magic
the
Mike
number
question.
2. I'm going to give you the category, then you guys
Schmoedown?
decide who's taking
I didn't
this
know.
question on their
I don't
on their
think
own.
so.
Category is famous actors and actresses.
There are actors or actresses who've gathered some kind of fame,
These are people better than
so
us.
they could be
Yeah.
fucking anyone.
I'm going to need an answer.
I'll take it.
And Draco's going to take the 2-point question. Other
Fine.
than Brad Pitt and George Clooney, name 2.
Matt Damon,
Name
Casey Affleck.
2 other
Um,
actors that play members
Don
of their
Cheadle.
team in
Don
Ocean's
Cheadle.
11.
Matt Damon, Scott Conn, Elliot Gould, Carl
Just-
Weathers.
He's just going.
Sir, and I love you for it.
He had plenty of backup, plenty of reserve.
All right, next
Think
And
that he
still
was
with that couple,
Scott
get a
Conn.
3-point question.
Yeah.
This could give them the lead.
they chose
He
number
is the
6.
brother
That's
of
the
Casey
category
Affleck.
of America's Uncle Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, Jeff. All right,
Quite
3-point
broad.
question for you. 3-point question. Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd star in what 1987 comedy as Sergeant Joe Friday and Pep Strebeck?
Dragnet.
That's correct for 3
All right.
points and a
They have the
lead.
One.
3
So
points
Shazam
Have
needs
the
to
lead.
and a lead.
Over
And
Shazam.
there's only one funny joke in that movie, and that's when Tom Hanks screams, "Thank God it's Friday."
Philistine.
I don't get it.
That's true.
Well, because
It's a comedy classic.
And
Okay.
do you hear other people
Shazam,
laughing?
Unless
No.
you have any lines from Dragnet you would like to quote, we will give you your 2-point question
Dragnet.
category.
I have many lines from Dragon. May you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live.
I regret asking that question.
Okay.
So do we.
Number
Regret everything.
1 is the number that you chose for your 2-point question. That corresponds to the world of sports.
Ugh.
I'll do it.
Sports
I'll take it.
movies.
Meyer?
Brendan the Kid Meyer, your question. Who plays the famously hot-headed tennis player John McEnroe in 2017?
This is
Ford
two-pointer.
versus McEnroe?
Shia LaBeouf.
2 points, and we're tied.
Good for you, but this was a 2-pointer for sports. It just shows
So
how.
we're going to stick with Shazam.
Yeah, we just don't know sports movies unless it's car racing.
You selected number 9.
Creed is good.
And
Creed's
William,
good.
this is going to be
Creed
going
2
to
is
you.
better.
And this is in the category of
That's an
Cameron
opinion.
Diaz.
Okay.
And the
Oh,
question
Cameron
for 3
Diaz.
points and a 3-point
That
lead.
bitch.
In Vanilla Sky, Cameron Diaz and Tom Cruise's characters suffer what type of accident with dire consequences?
Car crash.
Car accident.
Yes, it is.
All right.
3 points.
5-pointer.
Separate Shazam from the Odd Couple. And the Odd Couple, it comes down to this again. 5 points.
All right.
Yeah, I'm getting.
5 points for your question. The
I
category
really hope they
is
answer
number
their
12.
5-pointers.
That category is comic book movies.
Draco.
And Draco knows part.
Snyder's
Snyder's just like, no, this is you, man.
Can confirm. In Watchmen, who is the only character to be a part of both the
Knows
Minutemen
it.
and the Crime Busters vigilante groups.
The comedian.
5 points to the Odd Couple.
Wow. All right. Come on, Shazam.
It's like in Draco's
I need
been
them
around
to
the
answer
business.
this.
It's like he works in that world.
Yeah.
Shazam for the
Yeah,
just the lead,
absolutely. His
All right.
run on
just
Supergirl
wanted
recently,
now.
very good.
Oh my God. That's all right.
I'm nervous.
And the hand of Shazam has been forced, Ken. Can the lightning
Dance
bolt and
movies.
that great AC/DC come through one more time? They
Go.
selected number 4. And number 4, your 5-point question to give you the win and to advance to round number 3 of the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Tournament.
Come on.
Action adventure movies is your
Okay.
category.
The guest.
The guest. No, can't do that.
Yeah.
In the Oscar-winning film Roadhouse,
Roadhouse.
Dalton has 3
Okay,
rules for
Vips
his
should
staff
know.
with a double deuce.
So.
Number 1 is never underestimate your opponent. Number 2 is take it outside. And what was the 3rd?
Always be nice.
And your winner, Shazam!
Oh, wow.
A new points record?
Damn, that's a point record.
Always be nice.
Oh, nice.
With,
Wow.
What a matchup. You know, I love to see a
Yeah.
match on a Roadhouse question.
That's
I think, all
hell of a
votes
match.
end on a Roadhouse question.
They got there with
30,
opponent's choice.
They did.
69 total
They
points.
fucking
That's
did.
If they didn't have a can you imagine the
69,
score?
Dude, Bill and Ted would have loved this match.
No.
Giggity,
Then the score wouldn't have gotten here.
Probably.
Round
Yeah.
number 3 is
But
now
wow.
upon us. Shazam will be moving on. The Odd Couple, nothing to.
I told you. I told you they will win.
Great performance. It could have gone either
Hey,
way.
I
It
filled
just
in the
ended
bracket.
up going in the
Sticking
favor
with
of
that bracket.
Shazam and by proxy, the great Patrick Swayze.
I don't mind being wrong.
But now
this.
imagine Shazam versus. Oof.
Shazam the Looney Bin.
This is a long
Oh, that's gonna
day
be
for you. I know
something.
you've been
Okay, we'll talk
recording
about
since
it.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
Mark, but to the energy expelled in this match is impressive, and you can tell there's care. You know, sorry I'm distracted. I'm watching Jeff walk in front of me with his Target underpants. So
Yeah,
it's
we're
been-
hopefully going to be done with that soon. So Ken, now tasked with a duty that one could only describe as thankless.
Yeah, no, this is going to be
Target
hazard pay
underpants.
indeed.
He says
You
duty.
have to talk to Mark Andreyko, fully dressed.
Duty needs poo.
Yes,
and
it
Jeff
does.
Snyder is not.
Not so much. House shoes on.
Jen Sturgeon,
Sorry.
we wish you
We're
luck.
5.
Thanks so much, guys. Odd Couple, that was a close match. You nearly pulled it out there. Roxy, you got to be feeling pretty good about their squad, even though they lost.
They did absolutely everything they could do, and down
Yep.
at the end when they hit their 2, their 3, and their 5, that's all I can ask for. They got every question they had to get, and Shazam had a really great game today too. It just happened to be the way that it went today, but these guys are
What was that
so
first round?
fierce, and I
Make
do
a
believe
difference.
they're still the better team, and you'll see more of us in the future.
So what happened when you went over there to help them when Shazam spun a opponent's choice?
I'm like, where's my phone?
We just talked about what we could give them. I think that, they were being kind of D-baggy. And so that was my form of PG. And so, let's give them the hardest thing that we can. We gave them dance. It's hard to figure out what their non-strengths are because they're so different from each other.
Yeah.
And that's what we came up with, and I think it was the right choice.
Yeah, because most of them went to 1 point. They missed one of their questions that we missed as well, and most of them they went to multiple choice, even the ones they knew. So it threw them. If
They did score 8
I knew my
points.
Liam Neeson movies better.
Possible 12.
You
They
knew
did
Mozart
answer
better,
a couple of
it would be
2-pointers.
different, but it's a 33-36 score. There's no shame in this. I mean, this was
Not really,
this was
no.
a good match. And the kid
Any game that goes over 30
You know
points
what, I
in
was
terms of
actually
teams,
really
that's just
surprised that he knew some of the
big.
questions that Bibb said he didn't. So the kid is really good.
Absolutely. So odds couple season ends here, obviously. I think you've made a really strong case, though, regardless, for being manager of the year. What happens to you
But
guys,
she's
though,
not.
going forward with the
No
draft
belts.
coming up?
She's not.
If I can, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to keep both of
She
these
got a
guys
nomination,
because
but
I love
it
them
has
and
to be
I wouldn't
Kaiser.
want anybody else on my team more than either of these people. So we'll see
Can
how
make
it plays.
a
That's why
case maybe
the
for
draft is
Karen
a
Grace.
nerve-wracking thing.
Does Kaiser have
and if any manager wants
Oyama?
to come for
Yeah.
either of them, they're going to have words with me.
Oh, yeah.
And are you looking
Yeah,
to
he has
build your
Oyama and he has
faction,
Smets. If Smets
beyond
gets
the
the belt, he's pretty much
Absolutely,
a
we're
lock.
odd for a reason, and I'm looking for all those people who have felt really odd and like they don't have somebody to be in their corner, and I want to be in their corner. So I'm going to talk to my guys and figure out who we want, and definitely we're looking to expand and bring on some winners and take on some belts.
Snyder.
And this is our teaming up has proven people you don't think are going to work well together actually work better together than people you think will work together. So, I mean, over the course of this, as we've been playing, I feel like Jeff and I have gotten closer. I want to stay with Roxy. I want to stay with Jeff. If you're going to celebrate your wins, you got to take the losses. So congratulations to those guys. And, next season, I can go to sleep until next season.
Okay. Jeff, you've been awfully silent during this interview. Do you have any last
Ask me any questions, Jen. That's how that works.
All right. Why aren't you wearing pants?
I didn't think I needed pants to beat Bibiani today. I proved to be incorrect. Should have brought a pair and maybe some suspenders too. Listen, they played perfect
You should
today.
have suited
We
up.
Play perfect
Listen
to
to
beat
Barney
the odd
Stinson.
couple. I thought we played pretty damn well. Yeah, I
He
blew
did
Mozart,
for the
but if that's my
promos.
only
Yeah,
misstep
but
at the end
suit
of
up
the
during
day,
the match.
I
For anything else, just for the fact
like
that you just look
Salieri.
good.
Yeah. Tough loss today. We did everything we could in round 2 and 3.
If they're both going to get 9 points in round 1, they're going to set up a really tough match for us. And my boys
Yeah.
fought back as hard as they absolutely could and put up a fight. And I think Shazam wouldn't say anything different than this was the fight of a lifetime for them. And, next time if we face them again, they're going to be screwed.
Well, tough loss today, odd couple, but best of luck in the draft and hope to
If
see you
you
guys
face
again
them
next
again.
season. Took the words right out of my mouth with that one, though, Mark. Back to you guys.
All right.
Ken, you see
yeah.
that interview and you realize poor Jeff Mozart didn't call the next day.
No, absolutely.
when
I've also been informed Frankie Numbers slipped me a little piece of paper. I believe
What do you got?
Shazam set the team record for points.
Yes,
in a
they
round
did.
3 match?
Yeah,
in a
wow.
3-round match,
Three-round match,
Shazam
yeah.
36.
Yeah, and they
Never
tied
been better
the
than
title
that. And,
record. Because the title match record was
the odd
36.
couple, they're a team to be reckoned with. We'll see what
Yes, for
happens
5
after
rounds.
this new situation.
Yeah, for some reason,
whether
title
they
match-
stay together, they
title
can
matches
survive
don't
that draft
score
intact, but
as-
let's celebrate Shazam for a little bit
as
they
high
get
as
ready
they
to move on
could,
to
but that's
round
also
number
because
2,
you have
a
the possibility of
record-setting
losing
performance.
points.
Yeah, I was about
You can lose
I-
points in
I
the
bet
betting
it's gonna
round,
be
and you
lasting
can
a lot
lose
more
points in
AC/DC
round
tonight.
4.
They absolutely will. And thank you so much for bringing your snacks along.
We got free snacks out of this. Like we won. We should have been giving snacks to them.
Free snacks and a win. You guys heard what he's just said, right? You guys just set a team record for a 3-round match.
With opponent's choice, no less. So
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to the Odd Couple for taking us to the limit. We can't break a record unless
Unless
both teams
another
play the best
team
of
is
their
that
ability.
good.
That's absolutely true. And I just want to say about that whole thing that happened with the challenge. I mean, that's why I wanted to make sure we challenged that, because we were up against one of the best teams in the league right now. And if you mishear something and maybe you have an opportunity, you have to do it,
Yeah.
And I've watched Jeff a lot, and he sometimes will challenge things and use that to his
That's
advantage.
true.
And that's what
Jeff
turned
challenges
to the
a
belts
lot.
2 different times. So I just want to say I didn't want to make it seem it wasn't coming from a place of
he
negativity.
hardly ever wins a
We
challenge.
forgive you and we understand, and you can relax and you can breathe. Everyone breathe. Everyone at home, breathe with us.
I think this is the
Breathe.
This is the second post-match interview in a row in which you've had to tell me to breathe, I think.
Well,
you
that's
guys have faced, you guys have faced
that's
2
because,
tough teams.
I
with you
think
guys
Meyer
and now the
is
Odd
still
Couple, but that's not where it ends, obviously.
anxious about
We're
certain.
not even halfway there to the belts.
No,
This is a
God.
nightmare. Yeah, I mean, I think that's That's always the biggest takeaway when you get to win a match is just that you get to play again because all the teams are so exciting, especially this deep in the year. And I'm just really looking forward to getting to play.
There's nothing that would hurt us more. Like win, lose, whatever. The only thing that would really damage us is not being able to play because we love this so much.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you in the rest of the tournament, and we'll see what happens. Back to you guys. Growl, growl.
All right, well, Ken, you look at the optimism, as we mentioned at the top of the show, the plucky, just go-get attitude that Shazam, that maybe the kid has infected William Bibiani with a little bit. That's going to carry them into round number 3. So we'll wait to see what happens with the rest of this team's tournament. And we want to remind you that it's getting to be the end of November now. And, Ken, you know what December means? We get a new Star War, and we get the Schmoedown Spectacular December 7th downtown for any and all live events this year and beyond. Go to the Schmoedownlive.com. Ken Knapsack, always a thrill to be joined by your Musk.
Absolutely, Mark. It's always fun being with you here, traveling on the road, and I can't wait for that big live event downtown LA. Hold on to your wallets. Look at stolen.
Probably. Yeah, that's Ken. I'm Mark. We'll see you real soon on the movie Trivia, a Schmoedown.
Right. There's a few seconds left.
Dude, what a waste of time. We never
Of course.
found KO. We've been here for like 12 hours.
It
It
wasn't
cost
a waste of time. Think of it as a scout mission. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll pay $200 again, and we'll find Kalinowski. It's all good. Relax,
There.
man.
Hello. Knew it. Wait. Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ, what a match. Oh my God. Are you happy?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yes.
I'm happy I did
That you
join
chose.
you.
Huh?
I'm happy I joined you for that.
Oh, yeah, of course. Hey, let's have you on. But wow. 33-36. That's insane. Who wow. And that's a quarterfinal match. A quarterfinal match that sets the record. That's amazing. Yeah. Congratulations to Bibbs and Meyer. Really well done. Also congratulations to Snyder and Draco.
Yes.
They put up a hell of a performance, and that's the thing. Like, you can only break a record if the other team puts up that much of a fight as well. And yeah, records are only broken like that when both teams need to answer their 5-pointers, and they did, which is awesome. Yeah, pure display of knowledge, movie trivia knowledge. Now, the semifinals are set. We have the family versus Who's the Boss. That's already team action Civil War again. And, of course, McWeeny and Riley, who are also really good players. They can put up perfect rounds. And then you have the Looney Bin versus Shazam. I kind of want Shazam versus Who's the Boss so that you get Bateman and Bibbs in both finals.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be interesting. And we'll just see how that plays out. But it would be awesome to see, I think. But still.
This is more than I can ask for semifinals.
Yeah.
These are perfect pairings because, Who's the Boss versus the family? Obviously, why is going to be most of the match is going to be banter.
Well, it's going to be a lot of banter, but also a lot of knowledge display because they are great competitors still.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun, and a lot of fun is going to be Shazam versus the Looney Bin. I just hope that Bibbs and Brendan will be just scared of them.
Yeah.
And Tom will be going around asking, "Who do you want to see that body?"
Yeah, like honestly, that both matches are going to be extremely entertaining in terms of the banter, in terms of the personalities, because because the Looney Bin is so weird, Shazam is so meta, and then of course with Who's the Boss versus the family, you have the Civil War going on. But yeah, if I have to make a prediction, I do think Shazam will win. Again, because of what I said when we had the match of the Looney Bin. Tom is amazing. Video Drew will drag that down. And we just saw Meyer and Bibbs put up a perfect round 1. They can do that. We know that now. And I don't think that the Looney Bin will be able to follow that suit. Like Tom will, but not Video Drew. She's just not good enough to get there. And the fact that she got to the semifinal with Tom is already amazing and is already showing that they are a really good team. But I do think it's mostly because of Tom. And look, I adore the character of Video Drew, and I want to see her more in matches. But it's it seems at
We're
this
just
point
being objective at this point.
Yeah, it just seems that Shazam is objectively the better team. But hey, a lot can happen. Maybe an opponent's and spinner's choice.
Maybe she shows up and Bibbs
Yeah.
shoots himself in the leg, which he does sometimes.
He does that. That's
Who
true.
knows what's gonna happen?
So yeah, a lot can happen. We have to wait and see. We'll see about the next week, and then for the family who's the boss. I honestly cannot call that one because it's family versus who's the boss. It seems very level because I feel that the best one in there is McWeeny, but also Bateman, but also Riley. Maybe the weakest one is Guy, but you know that Guy can put up around that where he scores 7 or 6, and with that, they'll be right up there. Like if Guy puts up 7 and McWeeny gets a perfect round and the bonus question, that's 16 points. Good luck, who's the boss with competing with that? So
that match is unpredictable.
Yeah, it's really unpredictable. I think that'll come down to luck of the draw in terms of the second round, what they spin. Like if a spinner's and opponent's choice gets influences something, and of course the numbers that you pick, because you don't really have any say in what categories the numbers are. You only can just pick random numbers, and you don't know what category. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But I do expect 2 really high-scoring matches, 2 great matches, and I cannot wait to see them. So, guys, please join us next week for those reactions. We will be reacting at least to the semifinals. The final, I'm not entirely sure on because it will be on my birthday, and that's why we might not react. I don't know. It's going to be a scheduling nightmare anyway to make sure that we have my birthday. Then also react to Spectacular, which is already going to be a bitch. So we might not react to the final.
We'll do our best.
We'll do our best, of course. But yeah, I don't know at this point. Anyway, please give the video a like, give a comment. Let us know what you thought about this match, what you think about the semifinals, and what are your predictions for the finals, and who is going to win the entire event to then face the Founding Fathers at Spectacular. Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow us on social media, D2A channel, at D2A channel on Twitter and Instagram. Follow us dedicated to our Facebook group where we give you updates on what's going on with us and if we actually do videos or not. Because I will make a statement as well that we're not reviewing The Mandalorian Chapter 4 because I'm on my own for that one. So yeah, join the Facebook group. Follow me at Dutch Movie Guy on Twitter, Case Cornelius on Facebook and Letterboxd.
You can follow me at Chris Skywalker Dolman. Sorry, I'm kidding.
It's a Skywalker Dolman, by the way.
I don't know.
No, but you don't really have likes.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm around.
You can find her here next week reacting to the semifinals, of course. With that said, until our next video, take care.